This segment of the news is brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.
Welcome back. Prime Minister and Minister of Finance, Dr. Hubert Minnis, setting the record straight that there is no investigation ongoing of former Minister of Youth, Sports and Culture, Lanisha Roll. On Thursday, when asked by reporters if Mrs. Roll was directly linked to an investigation or whether she is being investigated, Dr. Minnis told the media, quote, "No, she is not," end quote. The former minister tendered her resignation as a cabinet minister on Tuesday of this week. Following that, a letter from the cabinet office noted that the prime minister had accepted her resignation, further noting that certain matters were brought to the attention of the prime minister and are under investigation. The reason for the investigation is still unclear. Mrs. Roll was the only female in the Minnis cabinet, and when asked if there will be no women appointed to cabinet until after the upcoming general elections, Dr. Minnis says this.
I don't know when the bell may ring. The bell may ring tomorrow, and therefore you don't have time for that. But those are matters to be addressed. We always feel that we want to ensure that there are equal men and women, not only in cabinet, but even if you look in the office of the Prime Minister, I'm male there. Both my secretaries are females. My delivery unit director is female. My communications director, female. The individual in charge of my Bahamas Investment Authority, female.
Dr. Minnis then went on to say that he looks forward to the day that the country has its first prime minister. The Inter-American Development Bank announces the Build Forward initiative to advance technology and resilience in the Caribbean. The initiative has been backed by Caribbean governors of the IDB, which is a $3.5 billion multi-year program to help Caribbean countries sustainably recover while making technological leaps that will bring about a transformational future. The IDB's president, Mauricio Claver Carone, spoke at the 10th annual meeting of Caribbean governors of the IDB held via Zoom.
We can really improve lives and livelihoods today through smart reforms that take advantage of the opportunities and the impetus on the other side of the pandemic, which I am obsessed with. It's a fact that COVID-19, especially when coupled with the natural disasters that have afflicted the Caribbean, have really left many of our economies and societies reeling. But the economic and societal weaknesses that have been revealed during this period should convince us that now, more than ever, we can recover, we can do so, and we must do so with a refocus to reinvest. And that's why I look forward to presenting to you our Vision 2025 as a guide to reinvesting in the Americas, which we call a decade of opportunities. In short, our goal must be to emerge from this difficult period as a more competitive, more sustainable, more resilient region in which our people are empowered.
While the press was only allowed to listen to the opening remarks of the meeting, in a press statement sent afterwards, it explained that the initiative includes a multi-donor facility to provide targeted grants and concessional financing for smart and resilient projects. At the meeting, President Claver Carone presented his strategic vision for the bank in the 2021 to 2025 period. Governors were briefed on the human and infrastructure potential of the Caribbean and on the importance of reforming economic institutions to ensure a sustainable foundation for growth. And history was made yesterday. The country's first hydroponic containerized farming system officially opened at the Braun Business Center, Airport Industrial Park Road. The name, Eden Farms, and it produces 15 acres worth of crops in 3 40-foot shipping containers. The state-of-the-art farm is the brainchild of local entrepreneur and founder Lincoln Deal, along with co-founder Gilbert Kassar and the Braun Limited. Mr. Deal shared that he had the vision for Eden Farms for more than 8 years now.
Over the next 30 years, we'll need to address one of the most critical global challenges of our generation: food security and agriculture. In the Bahamas, we face a lack of food production due to space, climate, and weather restrictions. It is not sustainable for a country to continue to import food at the rate we do today.
Prime Minister and Minister of Finance Dr. Hubert Minnis, Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Public Works Desmond Bannister, other cabinet ministers including Minister of Agriculture and Marine Resources Michael Pintard, along with opposition leader Philip Davis and other government officials were on hand for the opening. In his remarks, Dr. Minnis noted that the country has failed to sustainably grow food locally, while noting that there have been varying degrees of success in farming over the years.
We must also have other broad-scale diversification and merit industries. And one such industry is agriculture. For many decades, we have lamented the reality that we have failed to grow more food locally.
Eden Farms uses containers that house state-of-the-art technology to monitor and control temperature, watering, carbon dioxide, nutrient levels, and even simulate photosynthesis, thereby giving crops the ideal environment for them to thrive. The farms already supply local restaurants such as Manuelo's, Lewis and Steen's, and Cafe Channing Noel. You're watching JCN News. Stay with us.
This segment of the news has been brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.